up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Our dolls have been spending a lot of time indoors, so let's build them a space for outside. To the store! I am in Michael's and there's a nice little sale going on. I'm seeing lots of stuff for 50% off. These could be super cute in a little doll backyard scene, and they're already a color I can totally work with. What about these metal flamingos as lawn ornaments? There's a seaside village decor section that is on sale for 50% off. That's kind of cute, love the art. And oh my, do you see this little chair? It's made of metal and it totally looks Barbie sized. Ooh, $16.99. Ugh, that's a lot. There's a pink one. Ugh. Well, it is 50% off, so that makes it like, what, $8.50? I love these. They look like mini oranges. Maybe we could use them for some kind of citrus tree. They're $1.99, so that makes them 99 cents. I'm in the felt and craft foam section, and check this out. It's textured craft foam, and it kind of looks like artificial grass in miniature. Let's grab some craft sticks and get crafty. We're gonna make a box room that is 15 inches wide. I want to use craft sticks to make a fence. Let's line them up to see if we have enough. With one pack of craft sticks from Michael's, I can do a 15-inch back wall and two 6-inch side walls with 30 craft sticks. But I think I want my side walls to be 8 inches, so we're gonna need a few more. I added 3 more to get us to 16 inches. Half of that's 8, so we get 2 8-inch walls. Then let's draw a line across the bottom of the craft sticks and cut on the line drawn to make one side flat. Then I'm using acrylic paint to lightly paint them. I painted most of them blue and a few pink. While waiting for them to dry, let's cut our foam board. This is a 20 by 30 inch piece of foam board. Let's mark and measure a 13 by 15 inch rectangle and cut it out, leaving us with a 7-inch piece of foam board above it. And I only have 15 inches left on this side, so we might want to make our walls 7 inches rather than 8, so we only have to use one piece of foam board. I cut the side walls at 13 by 7 inches, and I cut a 7 by 14.5 inch piece for the floor. I went outside and took a picture of some of the trees above my fence in my backyard. Then I printed them out so we can glue them across the top of our scene. I'm just using a glue stick to attach the paper. I glue a picture in the center first, then add extra to the sides and trim off the excess, so we don't end up with the seam in the center of our backdrop. But this picture is pretty busy and it does a good job of hiding it. If you don't wish to print out your backdrop, you can always use scrapbook paper instead, with an image of outside, or cut pictures out of calendars and magazines. To cover my backdrop, I printed 3 pictures on letter paper with no border, and I had this much paper left over. Now let's glue our box together. I start by gluing down one of the side walls. I'm using hot glue. Hot glue is hot. You have been warned. Then let's add the floor and the other side to make our box. It's not a large space, but I think with a little decorating, we can make it cute. Let's take that textured green craft foam and glue it to the bottom of the box. Now we can take the popsicle sticks and begin gluing them onto the wall. I'm gonna start in the corners first. I lined all of the craft sticks up just for spacing, and now I'm gluing each one down, trimming a few to make them fit. I did blue on the back wall and one of the sides. Then let's do the pink on the other to make a basic little backyard that is just big enough for the dolls to get some fresh air. Let's take a few square wooden dowels and begin planting a small pergola or pergola. I'm only going to make mine with 3 poles. And actually, let's start by laying down a few more popsicle sticks, or rather craft sticks, I laid down 7, and now we're going to glue a couple boards going across to connect them, remove it from the room, and trim off the ends so it fits neatly into the box. I take square wooden dowels and glue them into the corners, cut and glue more square wooden dowels across the top. I made a square and added a tiny little piece of square wooden dowel to hold the floating corner together. And of course, you can just add a whole nother pole here. I just want to leave this space open for photography and make it easier to move around. Now that I have my square at the top, I add another one to the center, then cut and glue a few going across. I left mine pretty open to make sure it's not too dark. Then add it to the room to give the dolls a little covered area, and you can choose to glue it into the box or leave it freestanding so you can move it around. Let's add some LED lights. I'm leaving the battery pack in the top front corner so it's easy to reach. Then let's take the little citrus plants that we found at Michael's and add a few to the top to cover the battery pack and make it look like there's a fruit tree hanging over the top. Let's add another fruit tree in the corner so the fruit is hanging over the fence, bringing that orange color down into this space. For more color, let's add those small pots that we bought at the store. And one thing that I like about these is that we can switch out the leaves if we want to make a different plant. Let's add our pink flamingos. I am bending the wire, or we can just cut it with wire cutters to get the height that we want, then push them into one of the pots so they can stand. I added 2 flamingos because I want this space to feel like there's a lot going on. There is still room for that chair we bought at Michael's. That totally fits the vibe, but I haven't tested it yet to see how it looks with a Barbie. So here's a Barbie, and let's put her in the chair to see if it's a good fit. Oh wow, I think it totally works. Let's turn on the lights. We actually don't see a lot of them. Maybe we should run a few more lights along the back wall. Yeah, let's do it. I'm adding another strand to the fence, and we can hide the battery pack in the oranges. Let's bring everything back into the room so we can see how it looks with the new lights. Let's add one of our neon signs. Oh yeah, that is so much fun. Maybe we can add a small rug. Let's make it out of felt. Let's take a small rectangle of felt. This one measures a little over 8 inches by 5.5. Let's take felt in a few different colors, cut it into thin strips, glue them onto the larger piece of felt to make a quick, colorful rug. Let's add it to this space for more color. I totally love how this is turning out. It's a nice little space for the dolls to chill. And if you would like a few different chair options, this Barbie playset that came out a while back might totally work. I got this on Amazon, and the first time I bought it, it was $10.99, but now it's like $11.99, and some assembly is required. This chair is a lot smaller than the one I found, so it takes up less space. And if you already have it in your collection, well then even better. And it comes with a little blanket that we can totally use as a rug. And there's a fire pit to keep the dolls nice and warm. I switched back to our felt rug because I love the colors, and I think this little space turned out really cute. Thank you for joining us while we made this colorful backyard. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!